Yeah, man, shoot over here picking on my dang on fingernails and stuff, man. You know what I'm talking about? What's wise out there, though? What's wise? You know what I'm saying? Yes, wise thoughts, wise moves, wise clues for you guys to be wise too. You know what I'm saying? It's Wise Talk Podcast, and I'm the wise guy who once was that fool. Yeah. Let me hit that like and that subscribe button out there too. Not me. I want you guys to hit that like and subscribe button out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I want y'all to do. Yeah, but I'm going to get off into a few stories today. We're going to get straight on into it. We're going to talk about the ICE agents. You know what I'm saying? That's out here. Yeah, I talk about the ICE. The ICE is out here working for Trump. If you ain't supposed to be here, he getting you up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Up and away, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you ain't supposed to be here, Trump got a mission to get you on up out of here. And I'm going to say this. I don't blame him. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the same people that he's telling them to get on up out of here, they don't care nothing about us. They don't even know us. You know where I'm coming from? So I don't too much care about what happened to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to worry about what's happening to me. You know what I'm saying? That's my mission, is having to worry about what's finna happen to me. And I know I'm too legit to quit because I'm from America, you know what I'm saying? But everybody else that ain't from here, it's kind of crazy that we have some of our Democrats out here in the office fighting for these people. I know y'all only fighting for them for votes, though. That's the whole reason why y'all want them here, for the votes. You know what I'm saying? The same way y'all came in our church houses and smiled in our face for votes, and then once you get in the office, it is what it is. But, and then you got the ones, no disrespect for what I'm getting ready to say, but I got to speak directly, because 2 plus 2 would never be 5. It would always be 4. So I'm finna tell you some words that's real. To the lady, ICE tell you to pull over, right? They got guns drawn at you, and they're asking you to pull over. Why would you think that you're tougher than them? Why would you think that you can jump in your car and pull off when they're asking you to pull out the way or pull over or get out the way or whatever they're asking you to do? What's making you think that you can just jump in your car and do what you want to do when they're asking you to do something else different? So then you still got the people again fighting for somebody that's doing something wrong. So, no disrespect to the lady though, but like I say, if that ICE agent is asking you to get out your car and cut your car off, get out your car and cut it off, because it's guns pointed at you. You know where I'm coming from? Listen to what they're trying to tell you and what they're trying to show you. Now, if you're supposed to be here, you know what I'm saying? Why are you even worrying about what's going on? Now, if you ain't supposed to be here, then I understand why you jumped in your car and did whatever you did. But if you're supposed to be here, you still ain't following the rules and the regulations. You know where I'm coming from? And I'm going to say that to say this. I said that to say this, you know what I'm saying? None of them Spanish guys that's in office right now, today, none of them cares about what happens to us, to the black skin. So I kind of look at it like this. If them guys, the Mexicans, was over here, instead of going against the brown skin, coming with us, fighting with us, like they even say in the penitentiary, even the Mexicans is joining up with the white guys in the penitentiary. They ain't joining up with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? So, but we got brothers out here fighting for their rights. That don't make sense to me. It still don't make sense to me on that situation. So I'm going to say this. You brothers is fighting for the Mexicans who don't even fight for y'all. If ICE tell you to get out of here, get out of here. That means that you ain't supposed to be here, right? We got people right here in this state today that's supposed to be here, that's having hard times. It's time to fight for them. Stop worrying about everybody else. When you get in a position and get some type of power, quit worrying about people who's not worrying about y'all. But it almost like this: content and votes. You know what I'm saying? So you feel the Mexicans got more power than your own people. So that's the reason why y'all fighting for them. You know where I'm coming from? Instead of letting the people know what's really going on. But they're true Democrats. That's how the games y'all play. But to ICE agents, I don't feel there's nothing that you guys is doing wrong out here. You know, if these guys ain't supposed to be here, get them on up out of here. You know where I'm coming from? It might open up the lane for more jobs and more opportunities for brown-skinned people. You never know until it's done. It's all said and done. So at this time, whatever is going on with him is not hurting me, and the ones that he's doing it to don't give a fuck about me. So on that situation, they don't even know me. So on that situation, do your job. You know where I'm coming from? And if you ain't following the rules and the regulations, they gonna do something to you. Now, if you follow them, then you ain't got nothing to worry about ICE. You know where I'm coming from? It's gonna be whatever it's gonna be on that situation. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get off into this subject today. Like I was sharing with you guys on the last episode about letting other people share a story of you. You know where I'm coming from? And I'm gonna get off into this story. I got a kinfolk named Still Will, you know, that's what I call him. Yeah, I'm gonna put his name out there because he's the rottenest one out of all of them. You know where I'm coming from? So yeah, I'm gonna put his name out there. I got a kinfolk named Still Will. He's just as rotten as an apple. The apple that the worm is crawling in too. Let me say it that way. You know, but I still got nothing but love for that boy. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm just gonna tell the truth. You know? So go back to this. He from the country town. I'm from the city. He was going through certain things in the country, right? So I went on down there. I was young too. I was 18, 19 years old. Went down there and got him. Young than a mother. Let him come in, move in with me. You know what I'm saying? So as he moving in with me, like I was telling you guys on the last episode, I'm gonna tell y'all on this episode if you didn't listen to it. I didn't do too much talking, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of quiet about everything, about how I moved, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I got him around me, you know. Moved him up here to the city up here with me. And this one I was what? I was 19, like I said, 19, 20, somewhere off in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, almost 30 years ago, you know. So I'm going to say that to say this. Moved him up here. He's sitting around me, looking at everything, paying attention to everything, watching everything, you know I'm coming from, learning stuff, you know what I'm saying? So he moving around, doing his thing, you know I'm coming from, moving around, doing his thing, like I said, you know. So it's a situation that will come down like this. He'll ask me for certain things, you know what I'm saying? And I tell him no. So the day that I tell him no will be the day he'll go share a story with an opinion of me with other family members and other people to make them share a story with him, right? So when they share the story with him, whatever they feel of me and however they feel about me, they never come tell me, but they shared it with him, right? Because he shared a story with them to make them say something, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, after he done messed up and I told him no and he screwed up everything he done screwed up, you know what I'm saying? I stopped seeing him for a minute and then what he'll do is come in telling me all these stories that he heard people say about me to get back closer to me. You know where I'm coming from? And then as he's telling me these stories that people done said and what they done said, you know where I'm coming from? I'm letting him closer to me because at this time I'm not looking at him as a rotten person. I'm thinking that he's loyal. It wasn't respect. I'm thinking this will be loyal. But, you know, like I said, I was thinking it was loyal, not respect. So basically, he's telling me stuff that I'm saying I'm thinking it was real. So I'm getting mad at certain people like, dang, these people looking at me this way and I don't even know what I did to them. You know where I'm coming from? I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So after all this going down, situation occur, you know, we get into it again. Let him, you know what I'm saying, about certain situations. You know what I'm saying? And at this time, same thing happened. Go out there and come back. Go out there and tell them stuff. Come back and tell me what they said. So now I'm like, damn, this guy right here is rotten. Now I'm starting to look at him as a rotten person. You know where I'm coming from? Because now these guys out here, it's like this, and these guys out here is like this. So I'm saying, nah, this can't be right. But then again, it could be right. So I'm going to get on to the story, you know. It could be right, you know. So a situation went down, like I said, damn, okay. If it's like that, then maybe I need to back away from everything, you know where I'm coming from? Because it was too close. People that was real close to me that was running their mouths about how they feel about me, you know. So if they feel a certain way about me, then it ain't going to be no good, you know, if anything may happen, you know what I'm saying? So I said, let me back away from everything. So I ended up backing away from everything. And like I told him, because I'm still half-ass believing them, but half-ass not. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they ain't said it, but then again, I'm saying, yeah, they did. So this is what I told him as I backed away from it. I said, man, go over here to these two guys right here and go tell them all kind of bad things that you heard me say about them. But really, he ain't never heard me say nothing bad about him. I just told him to make up some stuff, whatever he wanted to go say. You know what I'm saying? I said, if you go do this, then maybe they'll put you on their team. You know where I'm coming from? So as I told him to go do that, he went and did it. So what happened is these guys put him on the team. I'm like, damn, so maybe it was true. All this time, this nigga Still Will was over here playing two faces with me, telling me certain stuff, telling them certain stuff. You know where I'm coming from? So they let him in with ease. You know where I'm coming from? So now I'm saying, okay, now it's all of them. And these is family members, what I'm saying. So this now says all of them against me now. And I don't even know what reason for, because I ain't done nothing to them. You know where I'm coming from? But show them love. And to tell you the truth, far as, you know, if it weren't for my big bros, that they moves that they done made, shit, none of us wouldn't even be able to move the way we moved in the streets no way. You know where I'm coming from? So on that end, so say it that way. I'm gonna say it like this. So, you know, they joined up hands. It's all of them against me now. Like I said, I done backed away from everything though now at this time, just looking at everything. So everything that's going on, they going around telling stories about everything he said that I said when I ain't even said nothing really. You know where I'm coming from? I ain't said nothing. I just told him that to go say what he needed to say to get closer to him so he can get on, do what he needed to do. Because I was walking away. You know where I'm coming from? So the outcome, like I said, they on all them going against me, talking all kind of stuff bad about me and all this and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to like I was saying on the last subject. Now it goes back to now. All these rumors is coming back about how I'm this and how I'm this and how I'm this and how I'm that. I'm like, damn, and I ain't even said none of that stuff. You know where I'm coming from? So the whole thing is what I'm trying to share with y'all is this right here. When I sit here and share stories with you guys about respect and loyalty and all that, it's actually experience that I done been through, you know what I'm saying, with certain people, family members. I ain't gonna say certain people, with family members. I done been through certain things with family members, you know, to a situation to where they made me look like the bad guy when I ain't done nothing to them. And the whole thing of it is, you know, it is what it is. I ain't gonna get off into the whole thing of it because it's cost. You know, they say the game got the cost, so I ain't gonna even give y'all all the game. I'm just gonna give y'all a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah. But now I got back to all of that. It gets back to all of that. So now it even goes back to a situation to where even with my like closer family members, you know what I'm saying? He would either go back and tell them stuff that I said when I ain't even said none of the stuff. And if I did say some of the stuff, I ain't gonna say if I did. When I did say some of the stuff, it was only because he would come back and say stuff that they said about me, and I'd say certain stuff about what I need to say. And then they would try to say I'm mad. I wasn't mad when I was saying it. You know what I'm saying? I was just letting them know, hey man, I ain't the person that they saying I am. This is what happened, and I just took their eye because they came after my eye. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why it happened that way. So I was sharing with them to get that situation out. You know where I'm coming from? So now I get to the point to now I say, okay, I'm finna try to open up me some Famous Wise Wings. I had to open up a little wing shop. You know what I'm saying? Selling wings and stuff, burgers and fish. You know where I'm coming from? Shoot, did none of them come by? You know what I'm saying? None of them come by. What they did do was this right here. Join hands with other people. You know where I'm coming from? And open up a trailer and start doing the same thing I was doing. That's what they did. You know where I'm coming from? So I said, let me get out of there and start to do some detailing on some cars and stuff. So I started detailing. So what they did was put money behind other people and started the detailing up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, whatever I'm doing, they doing. I can't do nothing without doing it myself. I can't do nothing for them to all to come join in so we all can do it together. They all wanted to be bigger and better than me, because it's a certain reason for all that. One day we'll talk about it. Today we're not. So they wanted to be bigger and better than me, So the outcome of it, everything I tried to do, from the Famous Wise Wings, from the Wise hand wash, from the, what else it was? Wise line service. You know what I'm saying? Everything I tried to do, I was in competing with my own family members, basically. You know where I'm coming from? So I'm like, damn. All because of what Still Will went back and told them that I said. When I ain't even said. I told him to go say whatever he needed to say to get what he needed to get out of it. You know where I'm coming from? So this is the reason how I have so much knowledge and wisdom about certain things, because I experienced a lot of things out here. You know where I'm coming from? And then the outcome of it, you got people still today that's looking at this guy Still Will like he's just the golden child, when he's just a rotten snake person. You know where I'm coming from? Man, that person will come tell you something, smile in your face, and then go back and tell the same person that you said something about to them. That's how he keep everything gulag. And then, this the respect that he has, this is what he'll say. Man, I love my family. I love my family. But then as soon as he get in a situation to love his family, he don't love nothing but what he love. You understand what I'm saying? But that's how I'm going to leave that alone and get into a whole nother subject about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how that boy is. You know what I'm saying? That boy is a wild character, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm trying to tell people, share with people. Never allow no one to share your story. Because a story that they'll share of you will make everybody hate you and dislike you. You know what I'm saying? And when blessings come from people, you know what I'm saying? Blessings come from the people, right? You don't want other people sharing a story of you, because the story they're sharing of you may have them looking at you in a way that they don't need to come bless you with nothing. They may be looking at you in a certain way to where that you a devil. You know what I'm saying? Where they need to deal with you in a certain way. So I share that with y'all to say that. You know where I'm coming from. But we're going to get off into this subject too. Creator. The creator. The creator. You know what I'm saying? The creator is my parents. You know where I'm coming from? Let me say this one more time for y'all who didn't hear me. My creator is my parents, my mother and my father. You know where I'm coming from? I say that to say this to you guys, right? Everything that I witnessed today, going through everything I done been through in my life, my mother and father been through it once, probably twice. Only thing different was that the names was changed in it. You know where I'm coming from? Maybe the times was harder, maybe the times was easier. I don't know. But the same situations I'm facing, they faced. You know where I'm coming from? Now this is the reason why they want to make y'all believe that God is a creator to y'all, not y'all's parents, right? Because if you believe that God is your creator, not your parents, what happens now is that you start disobeying your parents. God don't give you money. God don't give you nothing but blessings and energy and wisdom to know how to get certain things done, right? So this is the same thing as our parents, right? Our parents didn't put us out here on this earth for them to take care of us once we get to a certain age to realize that we have the powers inside of us too. No, as far as when we're young, then yes. Growing up, when we ain't able to use our powers inside of us, then yes, our parents supposed to nurse. I didn't even say it right, but our parents supposed to be there to take care of us in that situation, right? But once we understand these powers that's inside of us, to obey our parents, we receive the wisdom the correct way. To not obey the parents, you will not receive the wisdom. What you'll start doing is looking without. So now what you would think is that everybody owe you something. You know where I'm coming from? You don't owe yourself nothing, but everybody owe you something. See, our parents didn't owe us nothing but the wisdom, you know, the understanding, and all that. The same thing that God, your God that you read about give you, is the same thing that our parents give us too, if you obey them. You may have some of them that may fell off and wasn't able to complete their missions because they fell off doing other things. But still yet, you can learn from that. You can learn how not to do it and to be better than that. You know what I'm saying? So it's still wisdom that you can learn from your parents more than you can learn from something that you don't even talk back to you. No, now, this is the reason, and this is just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm correct about this. What I'm saying is this right here. It's kind of common sense to me. I understand now why they want to call God a creator, not your parents. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes back to this. Now when you have something in the road, something happens in your life, and you need some type of answers to get it done, you know what I'm saying? Now they saying God is the creator, right? So now it's almost like this. You ain't got to listen to your parents now. You could go sit in a dark room and pray and talk to yourself. See, when you talk to yourself, you come up with your own answers of how you feel or what you think need to get done. That's what a person that pray to themselves do, talk to themselves do, or pray, however you want to look at it. When you talk to yourself in a dark room about any situations that's going on in your life, whatever you're facing, whatever is going on, whatever it may be, talking to yourself, you're only coming up with your own answer. You know what I'm saying? Because you believe the God that created you is asking you to speak to him that way. You understand what I'm saying? Well, no, that ain't what it is. And I'm not telling you to change it. I'm just giving you my opinion. The people you need to be talking to is your parents. They done been through everything that we're facing. They done did everything that you think they haven't done. You understand what I'm saying? All you have to do is talk to them. They'll share it with you. But if you never talk to them, then you'll never know this. So this is the reason why it's a lot of situations, my opinion, why I feel it's a lot of different situations going on out here today, because not too many people look at their parents as the creator. So therefore they do not obey their parents. Yeah, mama, whatever you say. Yeah, pops, whatever you say, but I'ma still do it my way. You know where I'm coming from? When they ain't even knowing moms and pops and I already been through it and seen it. You know where I'm coming from? Yeah, so like I said this one more time. Your creator, our creator, is our parents. Listen, stop thinking they owe you anything. They don't owe you nothing but wisdom and knowledge and love. That's all they owe you. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to get off of that and get on something else. You know what I'm saying? I say this. I say the bag will take over before the truth will. And when I say the bag, and what I mean by the bag, it's the money. And why I say that is this right here. Take a failed rapper right now today. I ain't gonna even say a failed rapper. I'm gonna say a rapper, period. Who out here showing the bag. Well, I'm gonna say a failed rapper because that's really where I'm gonna get to what I'm trying to say. A failed rapper who was once showing the bag, right? But didn't have no truth inside of him. You know where I'm coming from? He just had the bag. Look how, I ain't gonna put their name out there, so I know y'all old enough to catch on to what I'm saying. So I'm gonna say it this way. Look at how many people who followed these rappers who were showing these different type of bags that they had. I'm talking about from the East Coast to West Coast to the Midwest to down South. Everybody wanted to be like one of these failed rappers before. They had the bag. So that's what everybody wanted to be like that. Nobody wanted to be the truth, walking in the truth. You see what I'm saying? Because the truth, it hurts. So therefore, it don't come with a bag. It come with a lot of hurt people not liking you. You know where I'm coming from? Because the truth hurt people. So to chase the bag, I can be all kind of different type of creatures. And have all different type of people wanting to be just like me. All because I have a bag. And for example, if I tell the people 5 plus 5 is 10, well, I ain't even going to use that example. If I tell the people that they are God, God is inside of them, and that's the positive energy that they're supposed to be rocking on today, they won't listen to me. You know where I'm coming from? But if I had that bag and I told them this, got light again, guess what it'll tell you then? They'll tell me, yeah, you're right. We is God, because they'll be getting that bag. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say this. The truth will never win. The bag will. You know where I'm coming from? So this is the reason why you have some of these gatekeepers with the bag. Once they see something out there that's getting ready to come out there and take over what they doing, a whole nother wave or a whole nother new or whatever that's catching some type of wave, them gatekeepers gonna either shut it down or they gonna find a way for you to join their team because they don't want nothing new to go down. The truth. It's the truth. They don't want that out. They want you to have the bag instead of speaking the truth. You know where I'm coming from? So this is the reason why you have, like I say again, you have these different guys out here with the bag going against each other. It's so crazy to where now you got them calling each other off the phone. Well, not off the phone. They calling each other off the cameras while the cameras ain't on, calling each other on the phone like, man, we going to do content off each other this week. Let's say that we into it with each other. Let's say that we don't get along with each other. Let's call each other names and all this. Let's get up off the couch and let's walk up off the couch and use the title such and such, walk away from the interview. You know what I'm saying? Let's do all this. And what's the craziest thing, maybe they probably ain't doing it because that's the way they want it to go. Maybe that's the viewers is off into that type of stuff. So this type of content that they making for the money. It goes back for the money, not for the truth. You know what I'm saying? Not for the truth, for the money. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Governor Keaton. Let me get off of that, cut on this. My fault, Governor Stitt. He just talking about the other day up here in Oklahoma City about all kind of certain things that he want to get past before he leave office and this and this. But one thing that Governor Stitt didn't talk about is what I saw on the news the other day, is how his son was riding on the highway and the highway patrols pulled him over and he had these guns and alcohol in the car. They say on the news, they say it was so cold to where another highway patrol officer pulled up and got the guns out the car. The other highway patrol took his son home. But he on national TV telling us about laws. This is the reason why I keep on trying to tell my people that we need to start voting inside our states. He going after the Indian tribes and everything. He said we got to make Oklahoma one Oklahoma. It ain't gonna be no Indian court no more or Indian law. You get in trouble on Indian turf, you still got to come talk to Oklahoma DA. He say now. He's trying to get it that way. You know, it goes back to the Indians. You guys get off into the penitentiary. I be hearing this stuff. I ain't never been in there, so it's just a hearsay that I hear. I don't know what they call them in the penitentiary, but the Indian guys, right? You guys ain't riding with the brothers when y'all in there locked up, right? Y'all ride with the white folks more than y'all ride with them brothers, right? But out here in this world, this free world, the white folks don't give a fuck about you Indians. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like I said earlier about the Mexicans. The Mexicans, like I say, in the penitentiaries might be hearsay too, but I heard you guys ride with the white guys that's in the penitentiary too when it go down. You know, turn your back on the brothers. You understand what I'm saying? But now the ice after y'all. Y'all want brothers to stand up. Shit don't make sense, man. It don't make sense to me. Don't make sense. So I look at it like this. Y'all turned y'all back on us. The government is turning his back on y'all. So I don't feel sorry for neither one of y'all. You know, when it come down to that. I do not feel sorry for neither one of you guys, the Indians or the Mexicans, whatever happened to y'all. Because when y'all locked up, and this is like her saying, maybe y'all know the truth of those that's being locked up, They don't care about niggas, the brown skin. You know where I'm coming from? We only mules to them. You understand what I'm saying? So now the picture is being turned around. The ICE agent and the government is coming after y'all. And my brothers and sisters that's off in these the governments and the Congress trying to stand up, talking about ICE is no good, ICE this, ICE that. Man, we got brought here in boats. Well, not me, but my ancestors them got brought over here in boats. You know where I'm coming from? Someone was already here before the boats even got here. But them the ones that got their land took from them. And the Indians don't even want to represent them right now. So like I say, I don't care what happened to them. Maybe y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about today. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get on this last little old subject about old Woody. Woody out here putting it down. I'm going to tell y'all why he putting it down. Because Woody out here clowning those that really snitched. Yeah, Woody went in there in the office and told the people all kind of names. But in this situation, Woody didn't get nobody sent to the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? All these names that he bringing up, I'm not going to bring their names up, but the names that he bringing up, they all snitched and people that went down doing time. All of them have. So I'm riding with Woody on this situation right here. I'm going to ride with Woody because Woody didn't snitch like the other guys did. You know what I'm saying? And the way it's going on today, everybody snitching in some type of way when you out there playing the game when you ain't supposed to be out there playing in no way. So let me say it right one more time. When I cut, delete, and scratch. Let me say this one more time. If you out there playing the game and you know you ain't supposed to be playing in no way, you a snitch anyway. It's just the right time and the right place is when you're gonna run your mouth. Because it ain't in you. You only did it to look good, for the attention. The pressure gonna bust your pipes. So there's a lot of these rap guys out here. That's the reason why they come up with this F the street movement. Because there's a lot of them rap guys that's coming up with it. They wasn't street guys. They was rappers who knew people from the streets. So what happened is when they got this millions of dollars from for being rappers, my opinion, I'm gonna say this first. They try to put themselves in the streets when they never was from the streets. Their homeboys was. Then once their homeboys, who wasn't even in a position to be a point guard, he should have been a person coming off the bench, maybe the sixth man or something. You put him in a position to be a point guard because of who you is and what you got going on. Then all of a sudden now, a certain defense come out, a 2-3 defense hit him to where it's stopping. And the referee throw a flag on his ass, you know what I'm saying? So now this guy telling all your business. It goes back to what I'm saying. Y'all ain't street guys, man. So it ain't the F the street movement. It's more like be real with yourself, right? Because if you're real with yourself, you're going to know that the streets ain't made for you. You're going to know it. That they say the conscience that's inside of you going to tell you that the streets is not made for you. You know where I'm coming from? It's going to be certain things that you're going to experience and certain things you're going to see. And you're going to be like, nah, I don't think I want to be a part of that. And if you love the money, you're going to keep on trying to want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? You got to love yourself. Love being free. Love being able to wake up in the morning and eat breakfast when you want to. You know where I'm coming from? So if you loving all them type of things, you're going to tell yourself that you're not made for the streets. You know where I'm coming from? And don't bring people into the streets that's just like you. Because that's another reason that's going to make you say, F the streets too. And I'm up out of here. This is Wise Talk Podcast. Like and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? I swear to God on my blunt.